All right, team, we got a big group today. Yay! It is Tuesday, July 23rd, and this is our post-convention lunch and learn, which means that we have a jam-packed agenda today and so many things to clarify and clear up. I see we have lots of people who went to convention on today, as well as some of you that are coming on for definitely getting probably some questions answered that were not there. But just before we get started, I just want to give huge congratulations to, first, of course, to everybody that got to go up on stage for something, which was practically everybody who came to convention went on stage for something or another, whether it was the Consistency Award or, we had all kinds of, who went up for the $5,000 in sales, the $7,500 in sales, the 2 recruits. That was a lot of people that went up. Then when they did top 50 in sales, we had Jennifer Ewart in the top 50 in sales. We had Belinda and Phyllis, which I can't help but notice, and myself, and I can't help but notice that that's the same as our Trip Achievers. So you have to have consistent business to earn a trip. We had in the top 10 recruiters, we had Donna Russo at number 5 in the entire company. That is crazy. So that was fantastic. And then we had both Jennifer and Belinda Belinda took the number 2 spot and Jennifer the number 3 spot in division team sales. That was super exciting because they only do top 3, so that meant the majority of the divisions were ours. And then, so proud of that. And then I would imagine you saw that we were the number 1 company VP team. So that is an award for every single person. If you've never seen up close, this is the worldwide award. That's the clear one. Mine got awfully broken on the way home though. But we got this worldwide trophy and off we go. So congratulations. We now get to, I noticed that for tonight's opportunity event, a lot of you added in, talk to the number 1 company VP tonight. That was actually pretty smart. So that was cool that you did that. And we'll talk about that event tonight in a minute as well. So huge congratulations, rounds of applause, all great stuff. And we just had a really, really amazing convention. If you weren't there, we missed you. And we did do tons of fun things. We did a couple of things we've never even done at convention before. The team dinner at the Giordano's. We had the after breakfast on Saturday, which was super fun. So there was just a lot of cool things that we did in addition to learning lots of great things. Is there anyone that wants to that was there that would like to just say something, whether you're a first timer or a many timer, just kind of either your takeaway or something that you walked away from convention like, yes, I'm doing that, or just an overall anything that you might want to share?
Sure.
Go ahead, Jamie.
This was not my first convention ever, but my first Park Lane convention.
Right.
And I was blown away by how important everyone in Park Lane is. The previous company that I was with, if you weren't on the stage, you were nobody at convention. You walk away going, ugh, either I have to be a superstar or I'm nobody. And everyone was welcomed at Park Lane Convention, and there was so much good information. I came away with so many amazing ideas on things that I can do, things that I didn't even think of. My previous business was not jewelry, so I'm kind of going, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? And I came away with so many good things to say and to implement in my business. And I sat down yesterday to map out my plan, and I'm taking a trip. I'm going.
Woo! Love it. Great. Thank you so much. Did anybody else want to unmute and share?
There were a couple things that I wrote down that I really, really liked for implementing. One was have the guests pick out their own pieces. So when they go daintier, then as you go into your live part of your show, you can show them how to then layer it up or wear it multiple ways. So you help to get their wish list. They already knew they like the pieces by putting them on, but you're helping them build their wish list and see multiple looks at the same time versus asking them what their normal look would be and building it for them. So I liked that.
Awesome.
For recruiting, I loved Phyllis's signing bonus. And you can make that whatever your own, but I liked the Sparkle Box signing bonus. And then for bookings, it was actually putting a pair of earrings instead of like on a regular earring card, putting it on a Fast 50, and that being your gift when you're whatever game you end up playing, if you're a game player or whatnot within the show.
Yes, to put the gift with a Fast 50 is definitely smart, and that she could gift it to somebody else if she doesn't want to use it. I thought that was a great idea. I liked Nicole Workman's suggestion when she was saying, if get to your show a few minutes early and say to your host, hey, let's raid your closet, grab a couple of tops, and let's find you some new looks for your, take out like your 2 or 3 favorite blouses. I loved that idea. I thought that was a great way to really personalize it and to make people realize like this really is a styling, because keep those blouses out and now people are like, wow, she really did match up jewelry to her clothing for her. That's a great service that we can offer. So I thought that was a great suggestion. Awesome. All right. So let's hit all of the major things that went on at convention and what our team is going to do in order to support the various announcements. So the very first, first let's talk host program. There's 2 enhancements to the hostess program and or brochure. The major enhancement to the host program is the change to the thank you award. So instead of the thank you award being a limited selection of whatever, 40 items or whatever, and then they picked one of those for 22, now the host thank you award is really the same as a bonus item, meaning that their thank you award is any piece as high as $200 for $25. And I think that anything that helps keep the program consistent and easy to explain is always a win, because we don't have to remember what's 22 and what's 25, right? Also, I feel like we've all had a hostess say, well, I want an impressions bracelet, or I want the olive necklace. And then you felt bad that that item took up like her entire free stuff. So now they can take that as their thank you award. And for $25, they get their olive necklace, and then all of their free is still available. The other thing I think it's awesome for is how many times have you been trying to close a show and she's like, what are my choices for the thank you awards again? And now you're like taking a picture of the brochure or telling him, oh, it's the ones with the special marker in the catalog. Now it's just when you get her wish list, you take the highest one closest to 200, make it their thank you award, just like you do with a customer, that's going to be her bonus item. And then the rest of the stuff you put into her free and her half price. So were we excited about that? Yeah, good. I thought that was a really, really great change. And they did also in the brochure, this isn't so much a change to the program, but more of a change to its visibility in the brochure. They put as kind of like star 6. We haven't really been doing it as stars anymore, but anyway, if you want to look at it that way, the 6th benefit to having a show is that you can use your show to start your business. Now, I think that is fantastic. I have advocated for this for close to 2 years. So the fact that it's finally in there, I'm so excited about it, because I think our team does do a great job of sharing with the hostess, and it's because how many times have we done the training about do the back of the hostess order form, show her her paycheck, all these bookings that she has. And I know that many of you do that with every single hostess. But for that brand new person, for that person who's never watch that training, and I guess for the rest of the company, it's good that it's now in the brochure so that if you forget, I mean, listen, we're all human, and there may be a hostess who slips by you where she says, now what's this about starting the business? You know, if anything that will help the hostess to ask us is a plus. So I've said all along that your hostess is entitled to start her business with the show, and now it's finally marketed as part of the host plan. So super excited about that. And then just to kind of settle up the host and customer experience for the next couple weeks. So here's the scoop. Hostesses for the shows we're closing this week, ending tomorrow, and next week, so these last 2 weeks of July, those hostesses get to do 2 thank you awards. So they can get 2 impressions bracelets, 25 each. They can do the Olivenda impressions bracelet, whatever. Okay, so they get that. They get to do 2 thank you awards. So really, that's potentially $400 in jewelry before they even use their credit. So do you know how amazing the you saved is going to be at the end when you go over with your hostess? Oh my gosh, you saved, you know, blah, 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 your total is this. Isn't that amazing? It's going to be like extra amazing because they get an extra piece that's as close as $200. So if they did 2 impressions bracelets, again, that's almost $400 in jewelry just in thank you awards. That's amazing. So really, really fantastic. Now, that is the special for the next 2 weeks. Now, you want to be able to extend the specials and all the special things going on into August. So here's the deal. First of all, we're also in double points for the trip. Double points of what you sell, double points of what your recruits, starting from this week, double points for them as well for the trip. And of course, we're going to talk about the trip in a second. But that's for this week and next week. As long as you personally sell 1,000 in this 2-week period, the last 2 weeks of July, so the week that started last Thursday and ends tomorrow and next week, then you get to do double points all of August. You get to do double thank you awards all of August. Right? That's accurate? Am I saying the right thing? Okay, Becky, you looked up, so I was like, I wasn't sure if I said something wrong. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are selling $1,000 this week and next week. So get with your VIPs, start showing them new jewelry, what's designer inspired, do some this or that. Do a Facebook party for your VIPs so that they get a nice new bird's eye view of the new pieces. This new Brooklyn bracelet, I feel like this is going to be a really good seller. I mean, this is similar to the one that we had to discontinue, but it has that David Yurman look, all the pave crystals. It comes in multiple metals. At first, I'm like, wait a minute, this looks like it fits an American Girl doll. But then when I put it on, it was fine. So, and it does, you know, it does move. So this is going to be a great one. It's also nice and lightweight and comfortable. And if you stack the other ones with it, it won't be noisy. I do find that when you market not noisy bangles to people, they love that if they work in an office, or they just hate the noise of like a Dominique. We got our Serendipity set while we were at convention. So this was last month's RRC. Definitely, you know, all along we were laughing like we hope it's nicer in person. And it does have really pretty colors to it. I think that depending on what color you're wearing it with is what colors will pick up. So you have the long necklace and then the matching earrings. The new mother of pearl ocean sides. These have we have a lot of like chameleon pieces where they're gonna pick up the colors of what's with it. And then we got a bunch of new hostess only. I overnighted an order that I was supposed to get today, but the crazy storms all throughout that took place, a lot of places here, again, held up my overnight order. The last overnight I did was the night after a really bad storm last week. So I'm striking out with my overnight orders, but I guess you can't control the weather. But these are all really pretty, the ballet set. So hopefully I'll have more to show you soon. I should have had it already, but I don't. So let's talk about, oh, and this ring too. This is the Fizz, and it's way more sparkly in person than it looks in the catalog. So, and it fits accurately. So whatever your normal ring size is. Okay, now the Boss Up. That is a big one that I want to talk about right now. So we have the new program called Boss Up. If you are currently a branch and you want to go to area, the normal requirements are you need 3 recruits beyond the one who promoted you to branch. So 1 recruit got you to branch. You then need 3 more recruits. 1 of them you have to recruit. The other 2 can be recruited by either or both of those 2, okay, for a total of 4. You have to have those, 3 active recruits, and you need to have 5,000 in team net sales in a month, normally. Well, they've tacked on these last 2 weeks of July as a bonus period to August, which means that instead of having 4 weeks to do these requirements, you're getting 6 weeks to do it. Which means that any sales you're putting in this week counts towards that volume. Next week's counts towards that volume, plus all of August. So that is absolutely spectacular news, because that is giving you 50% more time to do it for the same exact number. So I was talking to Jessica Christian about 100%. That should be her slam dunking it, because she could have probably just did it normally. Christine Layton is actually also already on the way. So she may actually finish it in July, but if not, you're still attaching the last 2 weeks of July to August. That is absolutely amazing. So if you are a branch, if you are a brand new branch with 1 recruit, then we should be talking to you about how to participate in this Boss Up. So if you are, Mary Grace is going to be doing a special kickoff to this organization working towards this. Ultimately, your training is going to take place with me and your leader, but Mary Grace is going to do a kickoff like Boss Up call on Sunday nights. And I'm going to give you a heads up that in order to promote to any new level, area or above, you need 5 personal shows on your calendar in that time at an absolute minimum. So what I'm going to let you know is, please take a look at your calendar and count up how many shows you have between this week and the end of August. And if you want to participate in this Boss Up training series, then you need to have it at 5 by the time Sunday night comes around. Because you really need more than 5, but we know that some of those bookings will get you some of your other bookings. But we need you at 5 by Sunday night. So if that is something that you want to participate in and you're putting this on your radar, make sure that you message your leader for sure. I would love for you to message me as well, because I'm starting a list here. We're going to put you in some group chats. I want the people on the team that are going for the same level. We'll put you in a little group chat so that we can keep you accountable to each other. And at the end of August, on September 1st, we should have so many of you earning a higher commission rate and leaders. And to get to area and above will qualify you to come to the special leadership convention in Las Vegas. So we want to get you there now so that you can get registered and so that you can go into the fall at the highest commission rate that you can. If you're a branch, you're making 35% and then a small, graduated weird override on your team. Whereas if you get to area, you're going to make 40% personal, 10% on your branches, on your fashion directors, and 6% on your branches. Do you know what a huge raise that is? Now, Jennifer Ewert is somebody who started at fashion director and has naturally promoted all the way to division. So, Jen, what would you say about the noticeability of each raise that you've gotten along the way?
I think that the area promotion is definitely a huge sweet spot. That once you get there, it's just such a noticeable increase in pay. And the overrides and all that comes with it. It's just such an amazing sweet spot. And then once if you're working towards division, even that is the bonuses that come with that you, I mean, you're entitled to bonuses even as, you know, a branch and area, your Mercedes bonus. But as you just continue to build, those things just naturally progress. And as you're tracking them, it's easier to attain those things. And you just start seeing those pay increases become more consistent instead of kind of doing the dipping. So yeah, it's definitely noticeable for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you touched on the difference between area and division, because now the next level, of course, is to move from area to division. So current areas to move to division. Normally it's a 2-month promotion where you need to do 20,000 over 2 months period and have 4 active branches. Well, now they're letting you do the 1-month requirement of 10,000, but still letting you count the 2 weeks of July. This is insanity.
Huge.
So,
It is insanity.
You're doing the same number for 1 month, but really only getting 2 weeks less than you would have had to do for double that. So then you move up to 45% personal commission. You get 15% on your fashion directors, and then you get 8% on your branches and 6% on your areas. So not only that, but divisions are entitled to a recruiting bonus of $500 a month, as well as a sales bonus of $500 a month based on team sales. And the team sales that you earn it at is the same amount that you would have to get the promotion. So if you were to do 10,000 in August, so in other words, if you went over the 10,000, not counting the July part, you would see a $500 bonus on your paycheck. Not to mention that, again, like Jen mentioned, get on track with the Mercedes. And if you take the Mercedes, you're getting an extra $700 a month. If not, you're getting $500 a month. So basically, I just tossed around $1,500 a month in additional bonuses. So if that sounds good to you and you are currently in area, again, please message your leader. Please message me. Shoot us a text. Call, carrier pigeon, FaceTime, something. Because here's how we promote leaders on Team Shine On. You tell us you want to promote, and we attach ourselves to you like a barnacle on a whale. Okay? And then we stay with you until you get there. That's what we do, because that's what works. That is the super old-fashioned way to promote to a new level. And I've not yet seen a better method. So that's what we do. We're going to be talking a lot. You're going to be messaging, calling, to talk about shows that you have booked. We're going to talk after each and every one of those shows. You're going to tell us how many bookings you got, how many recruiting leads you have, who can we call on your behalf. We help you do the recruiting. If you are local to a leader, we can help you. We can come and do a party with you with a promoting theme to it. You know, in fact, Laura Lee brought her mom to convention, and Laura Lee's a fashion director, and I asked her, Mom, have you ever had a show with Laura Lee? And she said no. I said, you know, what would be just so great is have a show with Laura Lee. She'll make it a great party for you. And even if you think you might ever want to try the business, we can turn that show into a kit for you. You can get paid on that. You'll help Laura Lee get a permanent raise. She'll be a branch. If you decide you want to continue, great. If not, you'll know you've done the awesome good deed of helping your daughter promote to branch. So, Laura Lee, you'll have to let me know if she thought that was a really good idea. I thought it was a really good idea, so let's hope she thought it was a really good idea. And then, you know, Summer is an area that does, of course, want to move on to division at some point. That would be one of Summer's 4 branches, for example. So it's all working together. And there's a lot of togetherness when working on a nice upper level promotion like this. We have ways to help you gather volume. You know, you've seen, oh my gosh, somebody needed $10,000 on the last day, right? I mean, and somehow it gets pulled together. We want to help you. We know lots of ways and tricks and whatever, but I will tell you this, you have to start today. If this is a promotion that you're going for, an area, a division, or a senior division, because I do think that there's probably at least one person, probably two, that could work towards senior division, then it's today. It really started yesterday, but I'll have to do today because I didn't tell you yesterday. So we need to be working on that immediately, because you have the extra 2 weeks, but senior division is a lot of volume, and even the division volume may seem like a lot to you right now, but you have 6 weeks to do it. So don't decide right now that any number of volume is too much, because if we make a plan, we can truly hit any number we want. We really can. So any questions or thoughts on anything regarding the Boss Up promotion, or who is excited about that? Awesome. Hi. I should have put the screen on where I could see everybody before I asked that. Okay, Jessica Christian raised her hand. Jessica, definitely this was a big announcement for you. So 1,000,000% we are cheering you on and working with you towards area. Not a doubt in my mind. Awesome. And then again, when you're working on, thank you so much. When you're on your way to areas and divisions, you're also on your way to driving a Mercedes. It goes hand in hand. Most people earned their Mercedes while they were working towards those levels of promotions. All right, awesome. So leaders, I would suggest running a report of your recent promotions to branch, as well as take a look at your existing branches and do individual reach outs to see who wants to work towards this. And if you yourself, you want to work towards this, then please get with your leader ASAP and let me know as well. Okay, so that's Boss Up. Next, who wants to go on a cruise? Oh my gosh, Park Lane's never done a cruise before, so this was super exciting. I personally have never been on a cruise in my life. Even though we are normal boaters, I've never been on a cruise. So that's this promotion, our, what are we calling it? Well, it says Brilliance of the Seas Cruise. Okay, so here's what's super exciting and a couple of highlights. Yes, of course, your airfare to the cruise is included. We looked up, it goes out of Tampa, Florida. I just even noticed just now that it is a balcony room accommodation, that is huge, because it is way cheaper to get one of those weird interior rooms. No, thank you. I would be having a heart attack. So to get a balcony room is as high end as it gets. All your taxes and fees are included. All your tips are included. All your meals are included. And then it looks like all non-alcoholic beverages are included. So that is an unbelievable package. And the ship just looks ridiculous, amazing. I mean, rock climbing, Broadway theater, soccer, baseball, and basketball courts. There's pools for families, pools for adults, miniature golf, water slides. You guys, it's kind of not normal how much I love water slides, like way more than a 48-year-old woman should love water slides. I love water slides. So I'm just letting you know that there's going to be a lot of water sliding happening with the Zitos. I'm just saying. Poolside outdoor movies, indoor movies, pool bars. I'm sure there's swim up bars, all the things we love, and an all inclusive. So what I found super exciting about this is that it's the lowest trip points we've had in years, which means that if you were within $4,000 of the last trip, or you looked at some point and you were like, wow, I need 10,000. I feel like I could have done 6,000, but I don't think I could do 10,000. Then you can, because it's only 40,000 for one and 58 for two. We had to do 58, I think, for one of the recent trips. So this is absolutely a trip that I want a ton of people on. I want to say when we had the trip to Punta Cana, it was similar points to this, and we had like 20 of us on that trip. So I feel like we should have a huge contingent on that water slide coming down where it deposits you right into the infirmary so that they can surgically remove your bathing suit from your butt. That's the water slides that I like. So we already updated the trip group. So if you were in Meet Me in St. Martin, that's already been converted to the Caribbean Cruise group. If at some point you turned your notifications off on that group because you weren't earning the trip, go in, turn them back on, because Mary Grace is doing a live in there, I think today, regarding some tips and some kickoff for the trip. There's going to be a tracker. We're going to be all coloring it in. We're going to be posting that. All the great stuff that goes along with earning a trip is going to take place in that group. So if you're not in it, let us know so we can get you added. And if you are in it but don't see the notifications, go back in and make sure they're on, because that means you probably turned them off or you weren't active in the group. Now you're going to be active again, and you're going to keep those notifications going. So any thoughts, questions, or statements you want to make about the trip or earning it or anything about that? Are we excited about this destination and this trip? All right, good. Awesome. Somebody just wrote they choked on their lunch, but I can't see whose name it is because I have some other message on top of it. Oh, Mary. All right, good. Okay, and then another big announcement was in the form of the Sparkle Box. So we now have Sparkle Box Premium, which will begin in August. So now our customers really have two choices: Sparkle Box Standard, which is what we all have now, and then Sparkle Box Premium, where you will receive the regular Sparkle Box piece plus a second piece that coordinates with that first piece. Okay, so with the standard piece. And it's not double the price. You would think, oh, that'll be $48. It's $39. So it's only $15 more to do the premium and get two pieces. And then that box also has an enhancement of like an iridescent band around the box. There's a crystal on it. So definitely a great value. What I wanted to show you was how to upgrade your account so that you'll know how to help your customers do it. I checked it out today. They did a great job with the instructions. So, all right. So you know how here is the Sparkle Box section? So you go to Manage Subscription, and when you do it from in here, it lets you know you're logging out. Yes, that's fine. Now look how nice and clear they made these instructions. I think I will make a video on this regardless, but I wanted to show you guys. So choose your monthly Sparkle Box subscriptions. All your Sparkle Boxes will be charged as a single transaction and shipped to the same address. So in other words, these are the ones you want coming to your house. If you have paid for somebody else's Sparkle Box, you'd need to go in and manage that one separately. Okay, so the ones coming to your house. So right now I currently have one standard subscription. If you are upgrading to a premium subscription, please put a 0 under standard, okay? And now I'm going to, now it says if you're upgrading to premium, please put 1 under premium. So see how my total changed from $24 to $39? Now, it was suggested at convention a couple of really awesome uses for Sparkle Boxes. And one of them was when meeting with a recruit to bring them a Sparkle Box as a gift. So if you want to receive the premium for yourself so that you have that to market, but you want to have an extra 1 or 2 on hand each month for going on an interview, meeting with a VIP, anything like that, using it as a raffle item, then you would change that to 1. So now, if this is how I left it, each month I'd receive 1 standard and 1 premium. All right, so you'll know you have it right if the total here adds up to what you ultimately want showing up at your house. All right, so you can choose as many as you want. And then this number here is what you're going to be charged each month. Okay, so for now, I'm just going to upgrade to premium. And then I think that's that. Oh, my subscription has been updated. Okay, so that's that. I thought they did a nice job with the instructions on that. I also, of course, did some quick math. 26 Sparkle Boxes Premium will earn your Rich Reward 1 as opposed to the 48 that you need at level 1, right? Is that what it was? I did it a while back. 1,000 divided by 39. Yeah, 26 premiums will earn your Rich Rewards level 1 right out of the bat. So see how, it would be great if we can start doing some lives, talk about to your VIPs and to your, or even just personally message your existing subscribers and let them know, hey, I'm so glad you love it. Just want to let you know next month you have the option, beginning next month, we're going to have premium as well. If you'd like to upgrade today, we can. And instead of 24, it will be 39 and you'll receive 2 coordinating pieces. Can I take care of that for you today? And that's that. And see how convenient too that I make you redo your credit card information or anything like that. Just change it. So any questions, thoughts, or comments on that?
Michelle.
Yes.
Are the 2 pieces, are they both exclusive pieces, or are they going to do one from the collection and then one exclusive?
Both exclusives.
Okay.
Both exclusives. Yeah. Any other questions on that? Also, when people are subscribing in the beginning, there's a new button for view previous Sparkle Boxes. And that way, if they click that, they can see previous ones and add that to their initial first order. And of course, that'll show up in your sales as well. All right, so as far as like announcements and enhancements and stuff, I think that's the major things that we have. Am I forgetting anything, you guys? I made a list, and that was everything I had on my list. So moving forward on the Lunch and Learns, we'll hit, of course, we'll continue with our normal trainings. And when they post the convention packet online, those that did not attend, please make sure that you open that package, because this convention, this year's convention packet, there was a lot more of like words to say and procedures, how to do the personal appointment, what are the words to say and do. And so you'll see that there's a lot of really practical information this time. So I hope that you'll find that information helpful as well. And for those of you that brought a convention packet home, make sure that you open it and look at what's in it, because that is a thing that many people do, is bring it home and never ever open it again. And there's really good stuff in there. Jen, what you working on there? And what is that? Is that a trip tracker?
Yep, that's a trip tracker.
All right, so we got something going on. Awesome.
Hey, speaking of Jen, how about we recognize our team members who were recognized for their Sparkle Box subscriptions, including Jen.
Yes, that was so,
oh my gosh, yeah.
that was so exciting. Yes, thank you, Mary. At the leader meeting, they showed a list of the top 10 in the company, and Jennifer Ewart was number 2 behind Tish Mefford. So that she was number 2, and then Jeanette Allen was number 6.
I think so.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was absolutely amazing. I was super impressed by that. Thank you for that, Mary.
Jen, how many do you have?
I have 17.
Awesome.
Wow. Okay, definitely. That's a lot. That's great. That's great.
Great job, Jen.
Thank you.
All right, so our first challenge is to catch up to Jen. She's got 17, so who can catch Jen Ewert? That's one of our next personal insider contests. Wow, so Jennifer, if you were to get them, even half of them, up to the premium, that's another jump in volume. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah. And it's been really awesome to open that up the first of the month and have half my RRC done. That's humongous.
Humongous.
Because sometimes there are those, that first week of the month where I just have not scheduled something, and I open that up and it's like, okay, well, this can still be a redeeming situation.
Right.
Happen. So it's been very nice to wake up to that on the first of every month.
And before I forget too, those that are going to work on the Boss Up promotion, so the volume you need to promote to area, the volume you need to promote to division, etc. Sparkle boxes, even though they are non-commissionable from a regular normal sales standpoint, they count as nets for promotions to advance. So if you have, like Jeanette, if Jeanette was going to work on moving to area, let's say she has 12, her 12 times 24, that volume counts as net towards her promotion. And for that matter, to branch as well. So keep that in mind also, those of you that have teams that are selling Sparkle boxes, remember that volume counts towards your next promotion because it just counts as nets. That's like a special category of sales that nothing else falls into. Usually non is non and net is net, but Sparkle boxes are like non plus. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to come onto this Lunch and Learn. Please let us know what you are working towards. And if what you're working towards was not included in something that was shared today, that doesn't mean that is not a goal we want to hear about. If you want to start if your new goal is to do one show every single week, then let us know that that's what you're working on so that we can coach you towards that. If you want to get on track for earning RRC, the 2,500 level every month, and that's not something you're currently doing, let us know that. There are many goals besides earning a trip or getting a promotion. There are many goals besides that, and whatever your goal is, we really want to help you work towards it. So please be in communication with your leader. Please be in communication with me. Let us know what you want to work towards. Have a great rest of the day. And tonight is the Q&A. Remember, I'm doing in the Check Us Out group. So if you have potentials you're working with or would like to start working with, make sure that you invite them to tonight's live, and I will be on tonight sharing all kinds of great info. All right. Have a great rest of the day.
Thanks, Michelle.
Bye.